Hello, low, low. You are live. I am live. Hi, I'm just testing. I kind of forget how to do a I can do a video without having an audience. I forgot how to do that. So I'm doing it with a, intimate audience. But I'm just trying to let me just kick some stuff around. Present. And just doing some testing here. Liza Bell. What's up, Liza Rowe? I'm uh I'm just doing some testing. I've only been yeah, you know me, rules don't apply to me, so I'm trying to figure out how to get around this sharing the NASCAR race stuff. Um and it looked foolproof until it looked foolproof until I tried to go live on what's this called? StreamYards. And then it wouldn't let me yeah, hey, how you doing, Liza? Liza Rowe? So Liza says hello, and Liza Rowe says testing. And okay. So yeah, it looked foolproof. I have all my devices, they're all on that's my iPhone, iPad, and that's on Zoom. And this was on Zoom, but I couldn't have three things on Zoom. Or I couldn't figure out how to do three things. And I had it on this laptop. I'm on a laptop right now. And yeah, it seemed foolproof. And I was like, yes, this is going to be so easy. And then I click on StreamYards and it says, your audio and visual. No, what are the two things? Your microphone and whatever the two things are. Your camera and microphone are being used elsewhere. We can't access it. So, and it says, usually that's Zoom and blah, 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 blah. It says, close that and then come back and refresh the screen. So obviously I knew that what the problem was. So I closed Zoom on the laptop. It's still open on the iPad. And this was flawless. Okay, so this is my iPad and I can just put it on my iTV. I'm facing my TV right now. So it's showing my TV right now. But I haven't figured out I should probably stop talking. I should probably stop. Um, I'm sure I'm everybody's least favorite. Anyway, this is that 14-minute video, the wrecking and stuffing. I got a bunch of timestamps on it, and I wrote so much stuff that now I can't understand what I wrote. I had no clue how to do that. Yeah, I have a, I'm not all here, so I go there. What's that? That's joke. I'm not there because I'm not all here or something. There's some mental health joke that can be said, but I can't remember it. But anyway, I have I have Zoom meetings. I have counseling weekly, and he he knows a lot about Zoom, so he's trying to help me. So he showed it. I mean, he wasn't showing me trademarked TV, but he was showing me live stuff, or kind of. He doesn't have the access that I needed him to have, but he showed me his stuff, and I was like, wow, that looks like that's going to work. So now it seems like B figured out the TV. Plus, her husband is now really excited about NASCAR and motorsports and stuff. So he'll be much more vested in getting it to work and also getting it to work before the start of the race. So as long as you have it live and she has it live, and Sifa, I know he shied away last time because of I know he had some reasons to shy away from the stream, but so yeah, I think he has anyway. So it's anyway, if I get everybody on their own stream, then I won't have to hardly share anything except for, I mean, I would love to go through, Daytona is a very unique track and a very unique race. And so all the drivers, no matter how much they love and hate each other, and they could be teammates, our car manufacturer, maybe Sifa could give you some tips. He could. I'm sure he could. He knows a lot. Now I know he's been pretty busy recently and stuff, and I'm all over the place now. I'm just like, holy shit! I'm trying to get you on Discord. I have trouble multitasking. So when I want to let you know I go live, if I want to let everybody know I go live, I'd love it to be one cut and paste and just send it once and everybody gets it. But you're not on Discord yet. And I think you're waiting for a microphone or Wi-Fi or something like that. But but yeah, I think I've given up on, like Lady V's, I don't give her. I watched the crashes yesterday. I was screaming like a nut lady. I'm glad I've got you impassioned into this thing, but you're passionate about everything. But yeah, I liked your idea. And I don't completely follow your accent, although it's, quite, intriguing. We'll just say that. We won't say sexy, but it's intriguing, but I don't follow it completely. But I think I understood your suggestion of showing the video and then explain, I forgot my Discord password. Oh, I hate passwords. I hate passwords. Well, if you Discord, I mean, I'm still learning Discord and I'm not real comfortable with it, but B loves it. And Sifa he's very versatile there. So I could just write one thing and all three of y'all would know. And you can be idle or you could be off, you can be online or idle or off, you can look at the list and see who's on and stuff. And I'm not trying to, I don't want to, I don't care what anybody can do whatever they want. So I don't care if they're on or not, but it's, there was a couple streams there that I enjoyed sending you Signal, which Signal's great. You love Discord too. I thought you were saying there's some Wi-Fi problem, but, yeah, Discord. I mean, I'm learning about it, but I'm already, I've already gotten an audio. I have an audio room there, and I've already set up a couple different. I think for me, I'm thinking I will need to use Discord forever and ever and ever and ever. And it's just a necessary. Oh, Wi-Fi is fixed. Well, I mean, I'm sure you understand. I hate passwords. And I usually just never use a thing again if I don't know the password. And I usually don't. But I know for all forgotten passwords, you can reset it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to reset mine. I want to be pissed that I don't have the. But anyway, I'm sure you can reset it. So you can say, forgot I password, and then it gives you a. I don't like doing that because I usually, when I give a new password, it's usually the old one. And they said, you can't use that again. And I'm like, gosh, darn it. I would have guessed correctly. Now, okay. To be completely honest, the thing with me and passwords, and I know they can't do this because this is what, I mean, people are stealing identities and stuff like that, and they're stealing passwords. So they can't do this. But as a person with disabilities, what I need about passwords, if I'm confronted, if I need to enter a password, but I forgot it or I'm not sure about it, what I need, I get mad at passwords. Is that mad? Probably really mad. Yeah, I get really mad at passwords too. But my deal is, if you would just tell me what the criterion of the password is, I'll be able to guess it. If it's one uppercase, the rest lowercase, or one uppercase and one number, or one uppercase, one number, and a special character. If they tell me what the criterion is, I can guess what the password is. But if I'm just blindly guessing, I could guess 1, 2, 3, 4 general passwords, but they don't let you guess 4 times. You're locked out after about 2 or 3. So why is this bouncing around? So I have an iPhone and I think it has, Siri or whatever, but there's this other thing that you can hold down too long on something and it'll give you something else and it cycles, and I don't get what the fuck that thing is. Anyway, I was going to show it to you if I could get at it. But anyway, so so you can reset it if you want. And I'm not, who knows? That was pretty exciting. That was pretty exciting with that NASCAR race. I enjoyed that because you all seemed to enjoy that. And I enjoyed trying to explain things to you, and you get so passionate, and B was getting excited, and I guess that the hubby will get more involved, and B, if depending on who's in the audience, we'll probably get other people to show up, and so it will be nice to anyway. I think the NASCAR season has now begun. The Daytona 500 is the first race. And whether you know or not, NASCAR is I don't know if people call it a sport. I call it a sport. But if you call NASCAR a sport, NASCAR has the longest season of all professional sports, and it has the shortest off season of professional sports. It's the most extreme. So so there's 36 races that you count points on, and that's how you win. You add up your points, and that's how you win the championship. Generally, there's other ways to win, but anyway, there's always exceptions to that. But generally, you add up points, and that's what you win. So there's 36 races that are points racing, and then there's 3 or 4 events that are not points racing. So those don't count for anything except for a win. Either you're first, or it doesn't matter what happens. 2nd through 40th is all the same. So hello to all the listeners and the viewers and stuff. Feel free to make a comment, send your stuff out there. Hello to Facebook. I want to shout out to my 6 streams, of course. The driver of the yellow car was so in my nerves. He messed up everything almost at the end. Yellow. Tried to write down car numbers. 22's yellow. 34 is yellow. Anyway, get a car number. Car colors don't do anything. So to help me out, if you ever want to identify a driver, get a car number. And those change from race to race, but roughly they're all the same. So anyway, okay, so there's 36 point races, 4 events that are non-points. So that's 40 weekend events, 40. Well, guess what? They do all 40 events in 41 weekends. I do believe that's true. There might be 2 weekends off, but I think there's only 1 weekend off. So out of 41 weekends, there's 1 weekend off. If worst case scenario, out of 42 weekends, there's 2 weekends off. So it is every single weekend. There's one this coming weekend at Auto Club Speedway in California, Fontana, California. It's Sunday. The schedule this year has changed. I didn't know it changed so much, but I went through the schedule because I'm trying to do this Zoom thing, and so I have to schedule things in advance, which I'm going to start scheduling the StreamYards in advance to try to keep me on track. Before Sunday at 3:30. What's this? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So over the next 5 days, there's 2 sessions that are practice qualifications for the 2 different series. And then there's 2 races, the 2 different series, Xfinity and Cup. So I want to, be Survivor. No, you get me too nervous. I hope your hair is going well. I'm here multitasking, but I'm here. Be careful. Be careful with that stuff. So Liza, Joe, I just like how someone is driving, and that will be my pilot for the race. Driver. No, you can call him a pilot. Impelito. Isn't that Italian? Piloto. Anyway, Liza. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out this Zoom thing. So Be Survivor, I'm still mixing stuff. Don't worry. Okay, but it might. Anyway, I don't need to get you more anxious, so I'll be the calming one. It's good to see you, Be Survivor. I'm glad you're doing it. Everything will be fine. Sifa got you a ceramic bowl. Everything's cooking. So yeah, I'll bring the energy down. So yeah, cool. Congratulations. And Liza to Be Survivor. So anyway, yeah, that's Liza, you can pick drivers any way you want to, and I'm sure you're gonna, whether I told you that or not. But I love that you're passionate. I love that you're excited. I love that you care. So I would like to help when you have questions, when you bring things up, and you usually have direct questions, but then you're always like, I'm so pissed it's Suarez. And I'm like, no, he was supposed to push Kevin Harvick. And who you like and who you don't like doesn't matter at all in this race. It's whatever cars are around you. So those kind of things, that's what I want. I mean, I would love to know who the yellow yellow car is. So LOL. So good to see you, Joe. Thank you, Be Survivor. Long time no chat over ceramic bowls and stuff. So good. Yeah, I got a black belt in typo. I can read typos. So hello to all the viewers and the listeners. Welcome. Feel free to make a comment. I'd love to find out who you are. I know I always piss off some people when I say, if you're just gathering information for your boss, feel free to ask me questions, what you need to find out about for your boss. I'm fairly reasonable. I'm pretty intense, but I'm fairly reasonable. So Liza, Be Survivor. I'm dyeing my hair purple right now. You are not, Liza. The two of you are both working on your hair and stuff. I mean, Be Survivor still mixing, but are you really? Oh my goodness. Do you have one of your kiddios help you, Liza, or do you do that yourself? Or your hubby, or whoever? Do you really have a hubby? So nice, Liza. And Liza, we are in the same frequency. That is incredible. What do you think of my white? Should I dye my hair white? So yes, purple heart. LOL. Yeah. So I got the white hair. I don't know. I'm sure I've told you the story about my ex-wife and then other loved ones that I can't talk about that, but they would dye their hair the exact same color that their hair was. And I was like, what the F are you doing? Either keep your natural hair or dye it something else. And they're like, nope, that's and she taught my adult child what to do. So I was like, what the fuck? So it's beautiful, Joe. Thank you, Beast. I don't know if I can ever do the Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously this is growing like a MFer. and I've been balding for 5, 10, 15 years, but I don't know. I think there's some people that look really good with bald hair, bald heads. And I don't think everybody can pull it off. And I'm thinking I'm one of those people that can't pull it off. But I don't want to comb my hair over and comb it forward and act like I have hair. I know I'm bald. I don't care if I'm bald. So I wouldn't mind, I would love someday I might try to do the bald head, but I don't think I'd look good. But anyway, I don't know if I look spectacularly well anyway. Anyway, the moment that I got back home from Idaho, I wanted to do my hair. I shave from the ears up. I shave everything myself, and then I go to a barber who, charges like $25 for a haircut, but like $6 for a beard. And I'm like, what? I'll never pay you $25, but $6 is outrageously cheap. And he was like, well, that's what I do. And I'm like, okay. And then he knows, he knows I'm a charity case. So he's like, okay, I'll do this stuff. So I've already buzzed my hair, and then he trims it up. He makes it look perfect. And I'm telling him, just use a buzzer. Do not spend 20 minutes on the top of my head. Just spend that time on my beard. But he does this impeccable job. And anyway, I haven't done it. Obviously, you can tell. I don't know what I've been home 5, 7 weeks, and I'm like, golly, just get the haircut. And every time I go for the beard, he's like, he's always, yeah, I'm pretty lucky to have him. I have a lot of folks that treat me like charity, which is good. I am charity, but which is fine. I don't mind at all. I freely and ably take all help for sure. But anyway, so he what's making that noise back there? Uh-oh. Another one fell off. Sorry. So anyway, so my experiment's not working very well. I'm I wonder if I can share. I don't think I can share I think I need a second monitor. I don't know how to do a second monitor. 5 people. OMG, is that you, Jim? Jim, are you just listening? Hi, Jim. How are you? Or Jim. I'm sorry, I meant Jim. No, Jim. No, Jim. No, Jim. No, Jim. No. Oh, God. So, anyway, Liza says, Joe. What, my white hair? Yeah. Oh, very nice. So, anyway, I wanted to share another race. You always help trying to get me back on topic. I appreciate that. So that's what I was hoping to do for now. As I was talking earlier, be Survivor before you showed up, or at least before you made comments. But I'm trying to figure out. I've been given some ideas of how I can share the race a little easier and more effectively than I did last time. And most of it was because I didn't know Liza had it on TV, and I thought B didn't have it on TV, so I wanted to make sure I could show her the Rex or the whatever's. But I'm obviously the goal. The goal for me is to everybody have access to television or cable TV or Fox News or Fox Network, or so that they can watch the show themselves. So Liza is the best mod. I'm the sidetracker. Now Liza, I think, has said, "Oh, I'm a lousy mod. Don't ask me to be a mod." I'm like, I don't care what you do. Yes, I want you to be a mod. And I think she is. Let me run over there. What do we got? I'm going to run over. Okay, I'm going to try not to talk. Okay, so I'm off screen, at least for me, not for you. And there, okay, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to click in. Boom. Okay, I'm back. Did you hear anything? Did you hear an echo? I tried not to talk, and then I went. Bloop, 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 bloop. Eliza, the bee survivor, you are the wise one. That's Sidetracker. You did not hear anything. Why the fuck is that not working? Can you hear me now? 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 No echo here. So you can hear me once, but not. Okay, so I guess it's but you can hear me now because I have my laptop is off. You can hear me now. Like since the beginning of the video. Okay, so hello, hello, hello. Echo. A yes to the echo. Yes, we can to the echo. Both of your yeses, we can hear you now. Can you hear an echo? Echo, 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 echo. Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. I thought, so I'll turn that back inactive. Okay, sorry, I'm my head's stuck now. So let me go back. Okay, so I'm going to turn off. Okay, here's the new test. Thank you for B, no echo, and Liza, no echo. Is that the right voice inflection? Okay, so I'm going to turn on the audio for my laptop. So it's now on, but there's no echo. So I'm going to go check. I'm going to go back into YouTube, but I guess I will talk enough to hear an echo. So I am now off screen right now. I see Joe Hart live testing YouTube. And here I go. I'm going to click on it. YouTube. And here I go. I'm going to click on it. I am now talking over here. Is there an echo? You a little echo. Yes. Okay. So let's forget that. So okay, test is over. Thank you. Okay, I'm gone from there. Now I'm back on screen. Thank you. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out this Zoom thing. The closest I got, which this is not close at all, but let's see here. So let's add to stream. There's Zoom. Now it's fine. Thank you. Yep, good now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, test is over. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The echo didn't last long. Yeah, cool. I was just while I was over there, and I think y'all understand that. So B Survivor and Liza are both mods, but when I'm streaming like I am now in StreamYards, I can't tell if they're mods. And I also can't add mods or, change mods or anything. So I have to go over to YouTube, which is slightly different than StreamYards, but it's similar. But I have to go over to YouTube, and then I have to become a viewer. So when I go over to YouTube and then click into this stream as one of y'all, I'm a stream, I'm a viewer. Then of course you're going to get an echo because I'm talking in both screens, and so you hear both of them. But shit, what was I going to say about that? So anyway, but that's where I can see the blue wrenches. So I went over there because y'all were both talking about one being a side tracker and stuff. So I was like, and a week from now, I'll forget if you're mods, and 2 weeks from now, I'll forget if you're mods. And I mean, that's just what I'll do. So I just went to test, I went to find out. So when I go over there, there's an echo, but I usually go and, a bunch of weeks ago, there used to be people that'd be like, we would talk someone into become a mod. It's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's really easy. And I say, okay, let me jump over there and I won't talk so you don't hear an echo. So I go over there, but I'm silent. So you don't even hear the one voice, but I usually say something. But and then I come back. So anyway, that was a long explanation. So this is you cannot turn off the volume in YouTube. I think you can adjust everything everywhere. I just don't know how to do it. When I get rolling, I have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 YouTubes open at the same time. So I'm like, oh, I want to mute this one because I'm going to visit as a viewer, and then I mute it, and then it mutes all 5. And I'm like, no, I don't want all 5 muted. I just want 1 muted. So anyway, I think I have discovered it. So Bee Survivor, have you done StreamYard? I'm sorry, I'm sure you've told me many times. Don't forget your mixing. Is your mix ready yet? Is it done? Is there a time limit? I'm just no, I'm the calming. Don't worry, everything's gonna work out. Yeah, okay. So so that is Zoom on my laptop, but I can't do that. As soon as I go, when I first started this stream, Zoom was a video, not StreamYards. And when I clicked on StreamYard, it says, I'm just about to start. Oh, Bee Survivor, you go, Rockstar. You go. Yeah, if you need any help, I can try to help, but I'm still trying to figure it out if I want the professional level or the basic level or the free level. I haven't figured it out. It's for me, it's a lot of money, $49 a month. I don't know if I can, like, if I was on StreamYard and I streamed every single day to all 6 streams, and I don't know if this is true, but I think it's true. But if I streamed every single day to all 6 streams, I bet within a year, I wouldn't be monetized. So even though I'm spending $49 a month, it would not, I wouldn't be able to say, oh, I spent 49, but I got 69. I don't think that will be true. I think it will always be conceptually, is the $49 worth it? And the $49 is the professional. You can go up to 8 streams. I do 6 streams. That's the max I can do, or I think. I've been on there. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Yeah, it is. It is for sure. I mean, it's pretty cool. y'all, I'm sure y'all have heard my story over and over and over and over. But I've been on YouTube forever, but barely used it. And before Idaho 4, I probably made 50 videos. I think 25 live, 25 recorded. I didn't ever edit any of them. Had no traction. And then Ikidmel, I got his notification. I don't know why or how. And I got his notification, and then I went into the stream, watched this stream, watched the press conference, watched his stream after it. And I went, OMG, that is what I'm going to do. So I've been trying to do YouTube Live for years. Like I said, I have a counselor I go to, and we've been talking about it for years. So Bee Survivor. All right, I'll be in listening mode for a little while. I'm starting. Woo! Woo! I'm going to clap for you. Remember when we used to do that? Clap and thank you. What happened to those days? Where have those days gone? Clap, 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 clap. Good luck. Good luck. So, little Liza, what are you thinking? So yeah, I'm going to have to try to figure out this Zoom thing. If I need 2 mics and 2 cameras, and I had a laptop that got onto a second monitor, I don't think that would do it. I think I would still need a second device. I would need a second device, which I've got multiple devices. I have this. I was so close before I started this. But here's my iPad, and I was so close. It's iPad is on Zoom right now. I had my laptop, iPhone, and iPad all on Zoom. For some reason, I opened 2 Zoom meetings. I was trying to get to the same one. They have this thing called Switch. So I set up one. And I had no idea how this worked, but I set up one Zoom meeting, and then the other 2 devices said Switch. So I'd click on it. Well, the meeting would go over there, and they would be the host instead of where it was. So I was like, this is so cool. So anyway, it was on the laptop, and so I tried to get on, StreamYard, and they said, what are the 2 things? Your camera and your microphone are not available. You need to get out of something. It's probably Zoom, or, they give you like 3 choices of what it might have been. And which I knew what it was. It was Zoom. So they said, close Zoom and then refresh. So I switched Zoom. I didn't really close it. I just switched. And this is what appeared right here, the screen right here. I don't know if you see my cursor. My cursor is right under the Zoom word, the big one. So that's what appeared after I switched. So it is now currently on my iPad, which I can point it right at my TV. So I'm really close. I just need to figure out how to. I don't. Okay. So I think I just answered my question, because I want to share the Zoom meeting showing the TV. But if I share the Zoom meeting, then that would be a different mic and camera than my StreamYard that's doing the sharing. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try to figure out if this is possible. But like I said, I'm certainly happy. I'm certainly glad that Be Survivor has it. Then you don't have to respond, because you can just do your starting. Woohoo! Way to go! But yeah, I'm glad that Be Survivor, saw the last portion of the race on Sunday, and that it's been set up, and there's renewed interest in her household about possibly setting it up before the race and actually following the race. So, I mean, following, not following the race like after the race, but following it like tracking it. So, yeah, renewed interest in following the race. So that's the ideal, is that everybody, when I get to 10,000 viewers, if all 10,000 would just have it on their own TV, it would make it so much easier. But until then, I'm just trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. So, okay. So Liza, do you want to come up as a panel? Do you want to, where are you, Liza? Oh, Liza. Yeah. Hey, Liza, why don't you come up and talk about, what's his name? Oh, Dickhead. What's Dickhead's name? Alec Dickhead. You know me, don't you, Liza? I get emotionally attached to these cases, and I want them to lose. And you don't care if they win or lose. You just want the law to be adhered to. How can you do that? Although you're doing it with NASCAR. You are getting passionate about that stuff. Why don't you get passionate about Alex? What a horrible family. What a horrible family. Buster is a jerk. The 2 deceased people weren't Boy Scouts. That's for sure. The mother and Paul and Maggie were not Boy Scouts. And I don't know why they say Boy Scouts, because, that's not necessarily super nice. So, okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna go off screen. Let's see here. Let's. Okay. So remove from screen and stop screen. Okay. So that's just me by myself. Hello to all the viewers and the listeners and the lurkers. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to send it to me. I wanted to just say hello to all of my 6 streams, the They're called destinations, but I call them platforms. Sorry, conditioning time. Ooh, purple. Purple hair. Purple hair. Purple, 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 purple hair. Purple hair. I'm sorry, Liza. I forgot that you're doing your hair, which I'll forget in another 15 minutes. And I'll say, Liza, can you come up to my... I'll try to remember. I'll remember. So anyway, so hello to my 6 streams. I wish I could click on them and kind of show them. But anyway, and why does that go weird? Anyway. Okay, so I'm still testing. It's not going exceptionally well. I don't know what else to test, but I'm going to go through the 6 streams. I'm going to say hello and thank you to all of them. So thank you very much to the 6 streams that I'm streaming to. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting if you can. Thank you for reading my comments if you can. Not all the 6 platforms are the same. I don't really know. Here, let me test. So let me... I don't care who loses on this trial. You say that all the time. Come on, aren't you? But you don't have to type because you're doing conditioning. But don't you? Come on. Come on. So, like, do you mean... like if he was a child molester, let's just say he was a child molester and he molested 10 children. But because of the case, he wasn't charged. The case was dropped because of the case. Do you really sit there and say, "Oh well, you know that's where the law goes. That's where the law goes. The person is not charged." So I know that's a little extreme. I would imagine killing adults is a little different than killing children. But unaliving. I'm supposed to say unalive. Oh my goodness. Anybody on Truth Social? I've got too many things. Train derails in Nebraska. Yeah, Truth Social, I always get a little concerned about how honest they are with their stuff. But okay, so blah 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 blah. Okay, so okay, yeah, test. So let's write who receives comments. 3 platforms equals 3 even if it's a child molester. If the person is not charged, if the police make mistakes, child molester. Who receives comments? 3 platforms equals 3. What are they called? I call them platforms. They call them destinations. Okay, so I'm going to, what can I do? Well, nothing, but you can get upset. But okay, I mean, I kind of know. I mean, you're an interesting person for sure. You're certainly very interesting, very captivating in that you seem, I don't know you. Of course I don't know you. But you seem fairly robotic. You want the law, you want it to work right, that makes sense. But I mean, that NASCAR race, you got emotionally charged really quickly with Suarez and Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick and the yellow car, whoever the yellow car is, probably Joey Logano. Oh, right at the end. Yeah, Joey should have gotten. So, okay, so I just wrote a comment. It says, who receives comments? And I know 3 of the platforms receive comments, but I don't know who can send comments back. So anyway, the 3 that receives comments is Facebook. What's that? Facebook page, and then YouTube, and then Twitch. So the 3 that don't receive comments is the other 3: Facebook profile, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And Twitter can't make comments back. I mean, I wish I had I know, I think both Facebooks can make comments. I know Twitch can make comments. Of course, YouTube can make comments. Of course, Twitter cannot make comments. Of course, LinkedIn can make comments. And some army of Facebook people have sent comments, but I don't know if it's both the Facebook profile and Facebook page or just one of those. So, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know the, the Serenity Prayer. I mean, to get back to the, I'm sure I've told these stories about the hula hoop. We all generally have a hula hoop around us. And I usually talk about hula hoops when I'm talking about who likes to be hugged and who likes people near them and who doesn't. But also, what it really is about the hula hoop is about what you can change. So all of us, the only thing we can change is the stuff within the hula hoop. It's just all this our old stuff, which is what the Serenity Prayer is. Or, the main part of it, the one that we hear over and over at AA meetings. But I'm sure everybody is aware of it. But just to go over it again, God grant me the serenity. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But really, they're saying we can't do anything. What can I do if I don't have a horse in the race? But I think, as I'm discovering from you, you never have the horse in a race, do you? I mean, is there, like Xana? God, I forget their names. Is it Xana? I really like Xana. I really like Dylan. She's my favorite. But I really like Xana. So, I mean, there would be reasons to get emotionally attached to the Idaho 4. So, I mean, do you ever have a horse in the race? Probably not. You just want the law and the blah, 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 which is great. I'm glad you track all that stuff, because so many people, these YouTube, nope, you never have a horse in the race. Okay, yeah. So, but these YouTube livers, they call it speculation and allegedly, and I mean, that's all bullshit. It's rumors. I mean, that's what it is. But so it's good. It's refreshing to have someone like you, Liza, for sure. Anyway, okay, so let me go through. So I think I mentioned them all. Thank you, Facebook profile. Thank you, Facebook page. Thank you, LinkedIn profile. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitter. I can't wait until Twitter can start talking to me. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go off screen. So I have YouTube. Twitter with 2 new notifications, or 3. There's always one, but there's 2 more. So YouTube Studio, I don't know why that opens. I don't know the truth. Who knows the whole truth? Only the people that have done it. Although, I mean, I'm certainly becoming far more I'm thinking much more about how several of those family members have a drinking and or drug addiction. So when I'm an addict and alcoholic, and I haven't drank for 34 years. But when I did drink, I would drink, and I forget how I used to say it. Let me see if I can get this right. I used to drink 31 days a month. I used to drink and drive 30 days a month. I used to drink, drive, and black out 29 days a month. And that's not really true. I used to do them all 31 days a month. But that I'm just trying to make a point that almost every time I drank, I drove. And almost every time I drank and drove, I blacked out. So I think it's highly possible that Paul doesn't even barely even really remember when he goes into Timmy zone, when he becomes the Timmy, the guy who slaps his girlfriend and spits on her, and the Kennedys. Well, they're no. I mean, they love their women. The Kennedys loved their women, although women love them. I mean, like John F. Kennedy had a beautiful wife. Jacqueline Onassis was a beautiful wife, but that's not. Men don't mess around because they have ugly wives. They just mess around. That's what they do. You know, like who is Catwoman? Who is Catwoman? Blah 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 blah. Anyway, you know, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. You know, people are like, man, if he messes around on Megan Fox, that is effed up. She's beautiful, but that's not why. You know, men mess around. Men mess around. Teddy didn't leave someone under a bridge. Oh, of course he probably did. I mean, not probably. I mean, the person died. I mean, you know, yeah. But you know, you're saying, you know, who knows the truth? You know, who, you know, I don't believe he was ever charged. I was alive when that event happened, but I could care less what was happening during that event. I think I was trying to change my own diapers back then. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I have no idea what the story is, but you know, Kennebunk, you know, the bridge, and yeah, I mean, I you know, I kind of know, but yeah, they're, you know, money, power, sex, you know, there's so many things that drive people to, you know, make stupid decisions. Plus Teddy, I mean, again, I keep saying that. Who was Catwoman? What's her name? That's where it broke down for me. When someone messes around on Catwoman, that's an effed up world. She's the most gorgeous woman in the world. And people, but again, that's, you know, men just mess around. Men just mess around. There's not someone who's, you know, not beautiful enough or sexy enough. That's not it. It just happens. People do that. But anyway, so now I'm going to talk about looks. Teddy was one of the ugliest of the Kennedys. I mean, John was gorgeous. Robert was pretty good looking. He was a little too serious, you know. I mean, but you know, he was pretty good looking too. But I don't. I mean, I don't fault them. You know, I mean, you know, who's the blonde bombshell? Marilyn Monroe singing "Happy Birthday" to John Kennedy. I mean, I don't. He had a gorgeous wife, but I don't fault him in messing around. I mean, women were dropping at his feet. Which I mean, in the Murdoch's weird world and weird life, that family had a lot of power and a lot of control and a lot of, you know, they bought a lot of things, and they've been doing this for 100 years, and they've been hiding money and stealing money, and you know, that's what they do. But yeah, many powerful families have stories that fascinate the masses. And I, you know, I'm always the first one to yell at Brittany and everybody else when they're talking about Idaho. They're like, oh, those 4 people. JFK was addicted to morphine. I don't know what his problem was, but he was addicted to women. That was for sure what his problem was. But I mean, yeah, morphine, you don't use morphine socially. You know, you don't, either you're addicted or you don't use it. You know, it's one or the other. So you don't socially use morphine. So yeah, I mean, if he got it for a painkiller once and he was SOL, and you know, who knows? You know, I'm sure he had plenty of doctors that would give him the stuff, even if he wasn't trying to get painkiller. So, yeah, I mean, I don't, you know. So, but anyway, what about the Kennedys? Like, I mean, I assume the prosecution messed up with Teddy, or the Kennedys bought him all or whatever, you know, and so Teddy wasn't charged. I don't know the details. I'm pretty certain Teddy never went to jail. So I'm pretty certain either he was charged and he got, time already served, or he wasn't charged at all. I'm thinking he wasn't charged at all. So is that he had a very powerful back issue? I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I think it was either Joe Kennedy, his dad, and our John Kennedy, who is also called Jack Kennedy. But either I know Joe Kennedy for sure was in the war and he had back problems. I'm pretty certain. But I think John Kennedy, yeah, he was in the PT boat. Yeah, that's the famous, he was picked up on the PT boat. I don't know the details. I can picture him being brought in on the PT boat, which don't ask me what a PT boat is, but that's what it was called. But yeah, he was in the military, and I think you get a lot of injuries, and so so anyway, I mean, so you just say, I mean, it's okay that Teddy walked away because the cops screwed up and the prosecution screwed up, and I mean, it sounds like you have lingering thoughts about the Kennedys, like I mean, I don't know what you mean. Again, getting back to voice infliction, I don't know what your voice infliction, but with your Teddy didn't leave someone under a bridge ? It sounds like you're saying he fucked up. How come he wasn't held to a higher standard or whatever? And I think but again, getting back to Idaho 4 and Brittany and stuff. I mean, I just got so sick of them saying, "Oh God, Kaylee is so beautiful and Maddie is so beautiful," and they would talk about it so much. It was as if ugly people. It's okay that ugly people get killed, and it's like, wait a minute. I know beauty sells and I know sex sells and I know, gorgeous blondes sell more than not so gorgeous, heavier set, redheads or something like that. I mean, I know that's true, but there's no, it's so anyway, I'm going to talk about the Murdochs because I don't like them. I'm going to talk about the Murdochs because I don't like them, but they are not an attractive family. I mean, Alex is not attractive. His wife is not attractive. His two kids are not attractive. They're not, and that might be because I know their personalities now. So if we go to history everywhere, people with power get away with a lot. For sure. Yeah, for sure. And I guess we never know if the Kennedys bought, the jury, or they bought the district attorney, or I'm sure they knew all those people. But yeah, I mean, that happens. And, the poor African Americans get screwed and they get thrown in jail, But anyway, did I go through all my, let me go back to my, and keep talking, Liza. I want to, I know you're working on your purple rain. So, okay, off screen now. So we have YouTube. CDT is live. Let's go talk to who? Who is Debbie Collier? Some blonde, looks about 45, 50 years old. So Buster, okay. All right, I just figured it out. Liza, do you want to come up on panel? Oh yeah, you got your purple hair. Can't do it. But did Buster really get up on the stand? And how can Buster be done within a half a day? How can that happen? Alec is not attractive, but it seems that he is very Clintonian. Did he fuck around? Clinton was in the sex too. Clinton was in the women also. Alec is not attractive, but it seems that he is very Clintonian. Now, I would say Clinton was attractive, but that's could have been his accent or his sexuality, or yeah, I don't know what you. And I'm sure we're seeing Alec at his worst. Everybody's like, oh, look, he's red. Oh, he's red, and he's read this and read that and read this and read that. You said yes. What did I do? Did I ask a question? Did I ask it yet? Anyway, something about, the purple. Okay, what was I going to say? I was going to say, so Buster did get up on the stand today. It did not last more than a day. Why do they talk to those stupid ass cops, but they won't even talk to Buster for an entire day? What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? So, and I would love, I'm sure I can find a YouTube that just had, ever since I've gotten involved with YouTube Live, it appears that it's not real easy to just find concise things. I would like to just find Buster's being on the stand from the moment he walked up to the one moment he walked off and just see the whole thing. So I would love to find that if someone can find that. Clinton is very charismatic. Yes. And he had an attractive wife at one time who liked power. Clinton's wife, Hillary, knew full well that he fucked around with women, and she liked the power. She liked the politics. She liked all that stuff she got with being with a politician. So she looked the other way with him sleeping around. And she probably had extra people too. But so let me see. Alec is not attractive, but it seems that he is very Clintonian. Charismatic? I think people just like his money. He's been paying people. He's been buying people off. He doesn't have real friends. Their family is fucked up. Their family doesn't love each other. It's all transactional. It is all transactional. And I know people. I've heard when I would say that, people are like, no, they are nice. They love each other. And, they're just rich. And so they don't know how to show love. And it's transactional. I'm sure every child he had, which I think is just, there's a daughter, right? Didn't he have 3 children or 2? I don't know. I'm sure every child was a tax write-off. Every single child was a tax write-off, So I think he's effed up. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I know you can't do things. You're not going to come up on panel. It'd probably be easier for you to talk about it instead of typing about it. But if you could you give me So I never liked Clinton. I met him once, and Abe told him my name, and I was sold. Don't ask me how. That man has an aura. I'm sure he does. Did you sleep with him? Phone call, hold. Yeah, okay, cool, Liza. Thanks. So, anyway, let me see here. 6 people. Jim, I hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you, Jim. Thanks for coming. You're welcome to make your comments. And all the other stuff. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. You've been brainwashed. I hate that phrase. I'm not stupid. I have my own mind. I can make my own decisions. Everybody can make their own decisions. There are some people that are not super brilliant, and there are some people that can be persuaded easily. But drinking the Kool-Aid, God, get another phrase. What the fuck does that even mean? I know what it means. I'm smart enough. But yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. I have ears. I have eyes. I can watch. I can listen. I can observe. I can communicate. And I know when I've been attacked. Anyway, enough about that person. But anyway, yeah, the 5 people, feel free to ask me questions or comments. Okay, so I'm going to go off since Liza is on the phone, and it'll be, I'll probably ask her about Buster when she gets back. So I'm going to go off the screen and look at my tabs, see if any of them can help me with my test on Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen right now. So I'm at YouTube. Debbie Collier for CDT. Everybody go see CDT. I love her. She is so great. I still keep getting city council notifications for what's her name? For Moscow, Idaho. Okay, so next one is Twitter. One new notification, the others went clear. YouTube Studio. I don't know why I keep getting that. I go to YouTube Studio on another screen. I go to anyway, this one's weird. It's a webcam. It's what I used to do a long time ago, but I guess I don't do it anymore. I'm back. Hi, Liza. Okay, so I went through some of the tabs, but just only 5, and I got like 10 more to go through to see if anything jars my memory for Zoom and figuring out how to show this stuff. But okay, so I know you're not going to come up to panel because you're doing your hair, and you're not on Discord, so we can't go over to the audio channel and talk about things. And I guess Signal we could talk, but it would just be me and you. By the way, there's a bunch of more names that every time I log on to Signal, there's other names that show up and they come on my list. And I'm like, why are you on my list? I have anyway, I have way too many followers and friends and all that stuff. So when you go to a different platform, people can look through your database and find people. So there's tons of times people are found that I don't know. I'm like, I don't know them. And they're like, your friends on LinkedIn. I'm like, I know, but they're a different name. How am I supposed to? So anyway, Signal gives me, I have like 12 names of people. I have no idea who they are and how they got onto my phone. So anyway, okay. So, anyway, I don't want to make you type too much. I don't think you like typing just like me and B don't like typing. But could you summarize a bit about Buster? And I guess what I mean, I don't want you to do too much. If you want to write 5 paragraphs, I'll read them, of course. But I don't expect you to do that. But, just who called him up as a witness? How long was he up on the stand? Did both sides ask him questions? I heard he didn't cry at all, but I think crying's stupid. I think anybody can cry and make it look authentic, and anybody can cry and make it look fake. So I'm not a big fan of crying. I don't, it's okay. So it happens. And I've cried a lot. I've done live streams and I was crying about Idaho 4, but I don't know. I didn't sleep with him, Joe. Did you hear me? But he's got an aura. I'm sure that's what he wanted when he heard your name. He's always on the lookout. He is always sleep with him, Joe. I'm sorry, Liza. Anytime someone says, I met Bill Clinton, I go, that's my first question. Okay. That wasn't nice. I apologize. So yeah, just a summary, I think I read somewhere, and I might be wrong, but I think I read somewhere where it said, is Buster going to be second? And I don't know what that means. I think it might have meant he might be the next one to be charged with something. I don't know if that's what they meant. But so do you think he was believable? Do you think he believes his father? Do you think he thinks his father did it? Did he give any fucking good information about anything? Were they asking him about his fake ID for his brother to get drunk and buy alcohol? And, so anyway, don't write 5 paragraphs, but I do, when I get off here, I will probably search for a YouTube and see if I can just see him on the stand. That's all. When he walks up and when he walks off, just, whatever that is. But why do we talk to these cops for 2.5 days? And then he's not even a day long. And I saw the, the one, I think he was a cop and he was holding he would stand, he was the witness, but he'd get out of the chair and hold a gun and crouch and do these 1 degree things and 3 degree things and all these things. And I mean, they talked to him. I know he was pre-lunch. Yeah. The guy said, Poot or whatever his name is, told the judge, hey, it's 1:00, it's 1:03, and I'm going to be another hour. Do you want to call lunch? And the guy was like, yep. And he immediately called lunch. It wasn't even like there was no dialogue. He didn't even say, are you sure you want to stop now, or nothing? So anyway, Liza, okay, drop StreamYard, but my mic is not here yet. It sounds terrible. Ooh, doggy, 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 doggy. Yeah, I'll go to sleep with you talking, okay? Just tell us all the is Buster a, and I know you and I care about different things. I want him to there. Okay, there's the three things. I haven't done a panel in a long time. And I like to hear feedback. Like, I've never been in a band, but I would go nuts if I didn't have a monitor. I would need the monitor in my face telling me that I'm talking and people can hear me. So I can't hear me at all. So when you get on the line, I think I can never hear myself anyway. So okay, drop StreamYard but my mic is not here yet. It sounds terrible. So let's have Buster summary. Let's see here. Buster. Summarized by Liza. I hope Sifa will come by. So there it is. Buster summarized by Liza. So that's Joe Hart, PWDS in YouTube. And that's Joe Hart 2 in Twitch. And that's Joe Hart, Invisible Disabilities Advocacy in Facebook page. And that's the 3 comments. The other 3 don't get comments. Facebook profile doesn't, LinkedIn profile doesn't, and Twitter. So, okay. So anyway, let's, okay. So Liza, I know you can't hear me because you're still trying to get in here. 3. Hey, 3. There is Liza. Now I think you can hear me. Okay. I don't see anything. I guess I see a light gray, robotic icon. So I think you're ready. The mic you just activated. Thank you. So, okay, I will add you to the stream in 3, 2, 1. Hey, Liza, how are you?
Fine. Could you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you for coming up here.
I'm sorry, my mic is not here yet. It sounds terrible.
So far, you sound good, but I never have said you sound terrible. I think I love getting you in all forms, whether you get a new microphone or not.
Well, everybody and their mother complains. Then I
Yeah,
finally bought the mic.
woo! And you said a certain color, right?
Yeah, but they made a mistake, and the mic has to go back, and then the cables were not right. Somebody made another mistake. So
So, so what color did you get, and what color are you going to get?
Yeah, they sent a red mic first.
Oh,
No, I don't like red.
and what are you going to get instead?
A very boring gray silver graphite.
Ooh, nice, sleek.
Yeah,
That's real sleek.
and yeah, first it was just the mic, and then I was looking at, well, it has uh, a clap, and then it has some other stuff, another stuff. I don't know what I got all that stuff.
Man,
But
well, good for you.
it should work. It should
Yeah,
be
man.
better.
It'll improve, I'm sure. So I don't know if you heard all my Buster questions. You can probably guess what my questions are, but like who called him up? How long did he talk? Did you think he was believable? That kind of stuff.
Well, first of all, I was really surprised that the defense called him.
Oh
I
wow.
was I was late because I was in a friend another on a friend's channel, a lady that I discovered through Sifa, and I like her very much. And
Which you
she
can talk about her if you want.
okay, her channel is
Well,
Justice AC something. Yes,
oh,
and
okay. J is for justice or something like that.
no. Justice A dash C.
AC. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
No. It's a small channel, but she's very direct on her thoughts, and I like it. I enjoy it for the morning coffee. But anyway, I got entertained, and I didn't got on time to the trial. And when I changed to see the trial, I saw Buster there, and I was like, what
Oh man,
happened? And he he was believable.
really?
I mean, well, I mean, they the lawyers are not stupid. I mean, they treated him with kid gloves because he lost his mother and his
Right.
brother, and I don't think even if his father did it, he will want to believe it.
Right. Good point.
Then, if we, apart from that place, it was it was okay. Well, he's a man. He's 26 years
Yeah.
old.
Right.
But he was explaining the distances between his grandparents' house and their house, and it's 10 minutes apart from one place to the other to the office.
Hmm.
How much time? How how they and it's something that I cannot understand, because if he's telling the truth and it's every other witness is telling the truth, I mean, this family, these four people didn't have screaming context. I mean, they didn't. They have problems. They have issues, but
Right.
they didn't have. Some families have fights. They
Hmm.
get loud. They get. These people seems that they didn't.
They seem to be what?
It seems like they didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They had their issues, but they there was no violence. No, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, and that's why many people, I I personally cannot see, and of course, I mean, it's difficult. I personally cannot see Alec killing his. I can see him killing his wife. I can see everybody killing his wife,
Yeah, of
but
course. Of course.
his son, and the way that the son, I'm sorry, the son was unalive.
Right.
uh, I cannot see that.
Although that is one of the critical statements of people don't know if he said, I did him so bad or they did him so bad, So,
But
uh,
I'm sorry, they asked. They asked. What is his name? They asked Buster about it, and Buster said that his father was saying that first night that they were killed, that phrase over and over. And the defense asked him what your father was saying, and he said, Buster said, they they, not I.
They, They.
Yeah. Then, you know, and
Right. That it makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah, and it's and the problem is that the the state has not proved their case. I mean, tell me how. Tell me, show me the clothes, the clothing that he was wearing. Show me the brains. Show me. I'm sorry. I'm not
Right.
good. I forgot about StreamYard.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, so, show me the guns. Show me
Right.
something. I mean, now that they have the timing from OnStar and from the cell phones, it's like 10-minute window in between
Right.
the time that he may had there to unalive two people, and I cannot take a shower in 10 minutes.
Right.
I mean, and the the state was trying to say that he cleaned himself uh, where the dogs, the kennels are,
Right.
with a garden hose there. But you know, if you clean yourself with red paint, the
Right.
red paint it will be in the ground. I mean, biological material will not disappear
Yeah.
in the. I mean, where is it? And that's what the state cannot answer.
Man. Golly.
The state is giving me a lot of facts, a lot of it, a lot of bullets, but the bullets that they are giving me, that is a lot, because these people have more than 50 rifles and shotguns in their property.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they have a big hunting room.
Shoo.
Then, and I think that the Sun said today that it was 1,700 acres
Oh my goodness.
with 25 or 30 hunting houses, or that hunting shaft that they use.
Right. Oh my goodness.
That's a huge property.
Oh, no doubt.
Then what I think happened is that at the beginning, the cops, when they arrived, and the sled and all the people were, they treated the family with kid gloves too, and they didn't do their job.
Hmm.
I mean, they could have been a little bit more. Yeah, they didn't do
Right.
Maggie's phone was found in the middle of the road, near a bottle. I don't remember it was Coke or beer or what.
Right.
Nobody took the bottle. Nobody took a picture of the bottle.
Golly.
Hello.
Golly.
Sometimes it's, when if somebody was there and it was not Alex,
Right.
and they took the phone, and another person told that other person, just threw it out. You threw out the phone, and maybe they threw out the bottle
Right.
because they were in the same exact place.
Oh my goodness.
Why you didn't check for prints? I mean, the chance that you threw a phone where a bottle is one in, I don't know how many thousands.
Right.
No, nobody did so. I mean, there's so many stuff. Nobody checked the drains in their house,
Oh my
because
goodness.
if he took a shower, if he cleaned himself, let's say that he had more time. I don't know where or
Right.
how he moved his car and how, because it's a mess. It's
Right.
it's
Yeah, it
such a
sounds
mess.
like a mess. Yeah, it sounds like one.
Yeah, it's just difficult. It will be difficult for the jury unless, of course, jurors decide. If they have decided that he is guilty, he will be guilty. I mean, when somebody, I mean, I don't care about Alec. I don't know him. He's not my friend.
So I have a question. Like I know the jury is kind of the boss of everybody, but if the jury found him guilty and the judge thought that there were clearly that it was not beyond the reason of a doubt, can the judge reverse the jury?
No.
Wow, you're kidding.
I,
Woo, that'd
it's
be cool if they did that.
and the judge. I mean, no.
But,
It
but
will
they
be
only need
very, 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 very. I mean, it will be a headache. The judge in this case, uh, he show he should shows
yeah,
no, uh,
he chose.
yeah, he shows the four person for the jury, and the jury believed that they had the right to do so, and they didn't like it.
Oh, wow.
They came back with the question why you did that, and it's and they have lost, I think, three jurors so far because they were sick, or they were not well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, today was one less. She had, uh, she had an appointment with the doctor. She was not feeling well.
And so they only have one extra, right? So
No, these people have like I, I think that they have six extras. They
oh
have
yeah,
enough.
I think they had six extra, but haven't they used like three or four of them?
I think that today they use the third one. They have three more,
Oh my goodness, golly.
and they don't. And the defense told the judge to please tell the jury that the defense will be done by Friday.
Right. So
That
make
way,
it make it.
yeah, that way they don't lose anymore.
Oh my goodness. Golly.
Yeah.
Whew. Now, so I know the I get all confused about defense or prosecuting, but I know they don't have to prove who killed the two people, but who do you think killed the two people if it wasn't Alec?
I have no clue, but I haven't seen any documentaries. I didn't read anything about the case. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nothing but what I'm seeing in the case. I believe that if the drug issue was big enough and for long enough, it could be drug related.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not unheard of. And in the economy that we are now,
Right.
okay, you don't pay, you will see. It could be people were mad at they were they had power a- for a, for a long time.
Hmm.
The head of the family died.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, his father died like what 4 days after the murder. This is the problem: killing his wife and killing his. Oh, you're not lying. Sorry, this is just not going to work.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, his son and his wife. Yep.
yeah, didn't help him. I mean, it was no insurance. It was no way that he could sell more stuff because in the boat accident, Alec was named as a responsible party, but his wife estate was named too. I mean,
Wow.
it's not that Alex had to lose with that accident that the son was involved. The wife was to lose too.
Oh my goodness.
Because she hold at the time of her unaliving, she was holding the title of that property and other properties.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, what he had to lose to gain? Nothing. Another problem.
Golly. Well, if he doesn't
Maybe
own it, if he
um,
didn't own it, he would have a reason to get rid of her.
if he did it for what?
If she owned it outright, I assume if she passed away, he would get the ownership.
The problem is that once you pass away, it takes so long that he couldn't fix his financial troubles
Oh, yeah.
on time.
Golly, what a messed up case.
It's a disaster. I mean, because people say, okay, he did it because he needed the money. Yeah, but it takes a property of that size, what, $4 million? It
Oh my,
takes a while. It takes a while to sell. And in
right,
this market, I mean,
right.
everybody, he couldn't know. I maybe, and today the defense, I almost died. You have to see it. The defense had an expert, and this expert said that by the uh, how he by how I say this, how he saw the forensics given by SLED and how he reviewed the forensic information.
Hmm.
He made this is all trigonometry. He made all the equations necessary, and he believes that the person that killed unalive,
Oh, was 5'2"? Yeah, I saw most of that. That was wild.
yeah, and I was like, and then this lawyer from the state was saying the 11-year-old, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm not 11, and I am 5'2", but I cannot a shotgun. I cannot hold it and by my waist. It will kick me.
Right.
I mean, somebody my size, 105 pounds,
Oh, man.
5'2", I will
Right.
be in the ground.
Oh, man.
Then, and but then what he did with that is everybody's thinking, okay, he's a very short man
Right.
or he's a woman. The problem is that nobody's thinking about Alec because he's a giant.
But he could
He's
kneel, right? He could be kneeling.
just imagine having a shotgun and kneeling. You are totally. I mean, kneeling is when you kneel, you have something in front of you to protect you because
Oh.
you are open to attack.
Oh, okay.
Then, if I see myself with a shotgun kneeling in front of somebody that can come in front of me, two people, because if I kneel in front of, if somebody is kneeling in front of one of my sons with a shotgun, I will not run. I will go for that person.
Hmm. Right.
Then it doesn't make sense to me because if Maggie sees somebody with a shotgun in front of Paul, she will go for it
Right.
to protect her son. Then it doesn't make sense to me.
Wow. So, I'm watching a fair amount of it, but I still come and go and stuff. And so I always hear like, the the defense is going to rest on Friday, and they got one more week, and they keep giving, like, when is the final day? Why do we keep hearing about someone needs 2 more hours and 2 more days and 2 more weeks, but when is the entire thing going to be over so that the jury can decide?
Hopefully on Friday, but we don't know because if the state wants to, and you know what, I was laughing, so I was laughing and I was telling the lead lawyer from the state, he's like a Napoleonic guy. He's like 5'4",
Oh my goodness.
and and there's one of his lawyers saying, "Oh, this 5 to 11-year-old," and you could see the lead lawyer just sinking on his chair.
Oh man.
I was like, "Why the other one? We can, you know." I don't know. It was bad.
Oh
It,
my goodness.
he could have that lawyer could have taken who could have taken another route.
Right.
He and then he went. He was very aggressive
Oh man.
with somebody that was very knowledgeable about his expertise. And when you, it's like when like a shark smells blood in the water.
Right. Right.
That was the feeling I felt. I felt like, oh boy, this is too much for you. I mean, you're going down.
Oh man.
If,
Whew.
if, I mean, when you're losing, you cannot show that you're losing.
Oh yeah.
When you're desperate, you cannot show that you're desperate.
Oh man.
And but Harputian, I cannot pronounce his name. The lead for the defense.
Harputlian. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
he was losing it too at the beginning. He was almost shaking because the judge will not let him go for a line of questioning. And I mean, some people are very harsh with the judge, but the judge have to be sure that they nobody could say that he was in favor of the defense.
Hmm. Okay.
And I think that he's guarding himself in front of that possibility, and being very harsh with the defense,
Oh man.
and that's fine.
Whew. So, yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of random questions like, the Maggie's phone going, from portrait to landscape. It seems like that was really critical because it had to be thrown and go out of the car. And then, the, just all the tech things, where, um, uh, Paul made a video, but then he didn't have time to share it. And, they know when these texts were last read. Uh, Both phones, it was read like, 4 minutes before they think they were killed and things like that. Oh, sorry, unalive. And so but yeah, I guess that is all still circumstantial, even though it's really high tech.
It's high tech, but it's not really high tech because the cell towers are not really exact, and the iPhones are not exact. I threw my iPhone in my purse,
Yeah.
and it checks steps, and I just threw the purse in the sofa.
And it checks steps.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I mean, good. And if you have, I have been in places where you don't have good signal,
Yeah.
and I will receive the message from the day before from somebody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then, and apparently in this place that they have, it was a nightmare. I mean, they knew the points where they could get signal, and they were the points that they couldn't, and they have a new roof in the house, and that makes the signal in the house worse. It's just it it's an iPhone nightmare.
So I guess Paul had a video or something that probably had Alex's voice in the background, but I think someone had mentioned that that could have been,
Well,
4 hours. That could have been 4 hours old instead of at the time, right?
let's say there was the time, okay? This let's say that was before the unalivings,
Right.
and it seems I don't know the. I think I have never heard his voice. I don't know Alex's voice, but
Oh,
everybody says that it's Alec.
right, right. Like we know, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sifa, how are you?
Hi, Sifa. Everybody says that it's Alec. Then Sifa had a video today. You have to see it, Joe. It's so good.
I saw Sifa's video for the I-80. God, those were freaky stuff, Sifa. I am sorry to hear about your friend, and those were freaky cases. All of them were so incredible.
It was scary,
Golly, I
but
mean,
the
phew.
intro of the video
Yeah.
and the outro, I was like,
Oh man,
yeah,
Sifa, really,
that's cool. Yeah, I was like, where did you got that, Sifa?
you've got some cool things there.
It was not, I like it. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about.
Probably about the technology of the possibly if that video, the video of not knowing Alex's voice. You,
Uh-huh.
so
Well, yes, that is. Oh, he lives very close by. Okay. Yes. This is my choice. Oh, oh, it's yours.
nice,
That is. I didn't know that you were a musician. Cool.
nice.
Good to know.
So Sifa, there is a copyright, but it's your
Yeah.
copyright. I mean, yeah, as soon as music is played, you own it. So that's your copyright. You've got it.
I was wondering. Ah, yes, the film.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
went backwards. Sorry about that. Okay.
we don't. Alex said to the police that he was not in the kennel after dinner, but we hear his voice in the kennels
Right.
after dinner. The only way that anybody has to know if he was there or he was not there, if he takes the stand.
Wow, really?
I mean, but I will not. If he takes the stand, then he will be open to the prosecution to ask him about the financial stuff. And I still believe with good lawyers, he can beat the financial stuff.
Oh man.
I mean, good lawyers makes all the difference.
And I'm sure he still owns quite a few of them. Yes.
Oh, I mean, his family have since the 1920s. They know every body, every closet, every everybody in the closet, everything.
Every judge, everybody, everybody.
Yeah, and they put the bodies in the closet maybe. Who knew?
The skeletons in the closet.
Yeah,
Woo.
the skeletons in the closets, yes. And when you know things about people, you own them.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm hoping that the jury will say enough is enough. We need to stand up and make our own decision and not be intimidated by them. Don't you think?
Yes, but then you have to go and listen to the law.
Oh
And
yeah.
the law is telling you what? If it was Mexico, yes, because in Mexico you're guilty until proven innocent.
Right. It's got to
But in
be
the
without a
States,
reasonable doubt. Yeah.
yes. And the state closed, and we have more doubts that
Uh-oh, you might have muted. I think you're still muted. So Sifa, just I was gonna just real quickly. I was trying to test things. I someone gave me an idea of how I could use Zoom to share my NASCAR streams of sorts. So I was testing that. The test didn't go too well. But anyway, B showed up and Liza showed up, but both of them are dyeing their hair. Oh yeah, B is dyeing her hair because you helped her with the ceramic bow. So anyway, uh, Liza is dyeing her hair purple today or like right now. So she wouldn't come up and no one was doing panels. And then suddenly she was like, okay, send me the link. I'll come up. And I was asking her about Buster. So she said, okay, send me the link. So she just came up, 20, 30 minutes ago. So we've been talking about Buster and then just Murdaugh in particular. But anyway, that's all I wanted to do is catch Sifa up. Liza, are you off mute yet?
I'm sorry, a tiny fight between siblings around here.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I can keep talking if you need more time.
I have to mute and say, "Hey, people!"
So anyway, so yeah, Sifa, that was a cool video. I don't know what I'm gonna do with live streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do with StreamYard. I'll probably keep doing the professional level of $49 a month, although I don't think I can afford it. But I think I want to try to figure out how to do a couple thumbnails. And I think I just want generic thumbnails, like a motorsports thumbnail and a Idaho thumbnail, and then Joe Hart Invisible Disabilities thumbnail or something like that. And then I could just like grab them. So I might venture out into the internet and try to figure out how to do thumbnails. But your thumbnail, that one particular one, Sifa, was super cool with that exact cop. That was so incredible that you found that exact cop to put on my thumbnail. And I mean, of course, all of us would love to have a new thumbnail every stream, but I'm not. I guess I just need to figure out how to do just a generic motorsports, maybe specific NASCAR, but probably generic motorsports, and then Idaho or crime sleuthing, and then invisible disabilities. So I'm gonna try to do that. And I don't know how to do that, but I guess I can have them as a file, and then I can bring them anyway. So yes, if I didn't mean to say that you do claim things and whatever. I'm a selfish person. If I made the music, I would make sure everybody knew it was my copyright. But I don't mean to impose that upon you. Okay, so Liza, you're back.
Yeah, again, another one. If they don't fight, if in my house, if they don't, there's nothing that they have to fight about, but they find something. It's unbelievable.
Oh, humans fight.
Oh gosh. Anyway, uh, yes, this.
So what
This
do you think? What do you think of like, I know you keep saying that you've never seen any of the shows about Murdaugh. You've just seen the trial. And I did watch some of Brittany's yesterday, and I think Mallory was reading a pretty good in-depth story about the boat accident or the entire incident. So, what do you think? To get back to the question of who do you think did do it, if perchance Alex did not do it, but do you think either I think her name is Mallory. I think it's Mallory Beach. Rest in peace. But do you think her boyfriend could be angry enough, or the other people that were on the boat? And I don't want to ruin the punchline for you if you haven't heard about the boat yet, but it sounds quite volatile. It sounds like Paul was very drunk. It sounds like he
Well,
would walk away from the steering wheel, and people were asking, I don't want to be on the boat. I'd rather you stop the boat, including the person that died, and, things like that. So do you think that could have riled people? I know it's 2 years later, or, I mean, usually when people get pissed off, they do it within a month or so. But um, anyway, do you think any of those kind of people could have done some of this?
well, I just to tell you that Buster did say that his mother and the family didn't believe that
Paul
Paul.
was driving.
Yeah.
That sucks. He was
But
driving.
well, have
I
you
mean,
seen? Have you seen? Do we know we have videos? Because I mean, I was 17 and 18, riding in boats with friends, and people
right,
got drunk, and
right.
the music was loud, and there was a lot of people doing whatever they were doing,
Amen.
and dudes at 21 have too much testosterone, and they want to show off,
Right.
and they take the boat and they don't take the boat, or they climb the place that they don't have to climb, and I mean, it's nuts.
It is. And it was that night. Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes if you are not careful, and these girls, I mean, the three girls that were in the boat, as far as I understood, work in the boutique of the wife of one of the partners of the law firm. The girl that died, rest in peace, was the niece of Alex paralegal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and when I heard that, I was like, what? And a few months after that, the money that Alex has been moving for 15 years or more,
Right.
now shows up all over the place. Who knows where the monies go? The
Right.
admin people. The
Golly.
CFO still has her job, and she didn't notice Alex moving millions of dollars for 15 years. I will have that woman head. And probably she will be in jail if she didn't do her job for 15 years. I'm not buying that that nobody in that firm knew what was going on.
I don't mean to interrupt, but one of the most, and I saw snippets. I didn't see everything, but I saw the snippet about her, and it was great listening to her. But what blew me away was about that one check. I guess Alec had received a check of like $2.2 million or $1.7 million, and then he brought it back to them and said, "Could you reissue it to 4 different accounts or something like that?" And like, why isn't that a huge red flag? I mean, why shouldn't?
Because he always did it. And everybody else in that, because the partners receive their big checks at the end of the year. Every week they receive a check. I think that somebody calculated Alex received 120K twice a week.
Oh my
But if
goodness!
you have four houses, a boat, kids that spend without end, a wife that spends without end,
Right?
120K goes fast. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
money goes fast with you, and then they were doing it. and
but
forever. I
now,
mean,
as far as you're saying that she, would possibly lose her job because she didn't do her job. I mean, just from her perspective, don't you think she should at least re-examine that and say, why is Alex asking for this to be re-divvied up to 4 different accounts?
because
You know,
she always did it.
I know, what an idiot.
But she always did it. Nobody told her it was bad. And she probably had one of the best salaries on the county.
Oh, I'm sure.
Plus, the end of the year money. Plus, when you work with rich people,
Right.
you get a lot of perks.
I'm sure.
Yes, you do. And that is not easy to live. I mean, I probably other people in that firm said before, I'm not working here anymore because I don't want to be close to it. But they just said, we're moving to another county.
Oh, man.
And and people just, shut up and they go their way and they don't talk about it because they want to live their life quiet. But other people just like the money and stay in those kind of jobs.
Golly.
And they are equally guilty. Lady, you stay there. And then she said that somebody else entered Alec office one day, moved a couple of folders, and a check just flew. Yeah, give me
Golly.
that again because I'm 10. I'm 12, for like the other guy said. Oh,
Right. An 11-year-old, 5'2".
yeah, I'm 11. Tell me that story again,
Yeah.
please.
So I can understand it.
Cool.
Oh man, what a messed up situation.
It's a huge mess. I mean, maybe Buster is gonna make money with the movie.
So I don't, I mean, my family was kind of middle class. We weren't, but my father wasn't worth much money when he was alive, but he died at 70 when I was 18, and he had insurance. So my mother went from not being well off to being fairly well off because of that decision. So I don't get, I mean, they're so wealthy. Why didn't they buy a couple $5 million, $10 million life policies? I don't get why they have unlimited money. Why didn't they buy a couple policies? What's wrong with them?
I mean, I don't know about the policies, but probably what I think that Alec was doing after the boat accident is that
Yeah.
he was trying to take all the actives he can and put them in BVIs, uh, British Virgin Island, um, Belize, Panama.
To hide it,
Of course,
so that if
there
he gets sued, they only can
there
give him.
there are a couple of laws for mutual funds use, and they are from the 1920s. If you have money, you can put it in certain places outside the United States. You don't pay taxes on that money while the money is outside the United States, and you just pay taxes when the money comes back.
Wow.
But
B,
then
B
if you have,
Survivor, B Survivor just showed up and she said, I got one side done. Woohoo!
oh my God.
So sorry to interrupt. Okay, so yeah, they put the money, and I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah, what? Yes. But then you have the money outside the United States, and let's say that you go to a casino and you lose $100,000.
Oh
That's
my.
what you say to the IRS, but you didn't lose them. You bought an apartment in another country.
Oh Jesus.
That is money laundering.
So you don't think? I mean, God, I'm I mean, I think it's common knowledge that there are no life insurance, and I do believe if someone either commits suicide or if some loved one kills someone, I don't think the life insurance will be valid or something like that. But I just
It could be, depends. But
like
they had
Buster.
so many problems by the time of the boat accident. The accident was the problem. That he was not, Alec was not going to pay so much money for an insurance. He was hiding the money. He was hiding the money. That's what he wanted to do.
But what's Buster is? Do you think Buster is set up financially for life?
Well, his grandfather died. There's money there, and I think, and his mother, his mother's side has money too. He's set. I mean, he will not be able to live like he's living. He's gonna be fine.
So it's not like they're bankrupt.
No, those people are never bankrupt.
So it's so insurance. I mean, so they probably did better than having life insurance policies.
There's if they are paying, if if I have lawyers behind me and I'm paying what 20,000 a year for a life insurance policy that covers self unaliving and
Right.
everything under the sun, those huge uh, humongous life insurances, then I'm gonna have that. Then the lawyer that is suing me can sue my insurance.
Oh, okay.
There's ways to do that, and the lawyer that was um, suing Alec and the family wanted 40 million.
Oh my goodness.
They didn't have 40 million. They are wealthy, but not that wealthy.
Right. Oh
And
man.
that other lawyer saw Mardon, and he saw, you know, cash.
Hmm.
When, I mean, something horrible happened, I think that the right thing was that they couldn't give the family their daughter back. And when that happened, the law says that you have to give monetary. Um, you go to court, and there's a monetary um, how you say it. You There's the monetary allowance that the court says that you have to pay because this happened. But the other lawyer, instead of sitting down and talk, how much you we are going to get here, you cannot. I don't know how you
Golly.
said. How you say in English? You cannot. He bought when somebody bite more than they can eat, something like that.
Oh, you bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, they probably bit off way more than they could chew for sure. So B Survivor said, "Oh hell yeah!" Is that the right voice inflection, B? And then she also said, "Buster's set for life this trial, no matter what. Won't affect him either. Must be nice. Yeah, it must be nice. I mean, except now he doesn't. You know, his brother's
No.
dead and his mother's dead, and his father will be uh, in jail, whether just for the financial stuff at least. So, but I don't, I mean, I think, I think he's currently living in South Carolina, but not near dad. But he's living on an island, or anyway, I think everybody knows where he's at. But he's with a quote girlfriend. But I'm thinking Buster doesn't really like girls. But I think that's just kind of a setup. I think that's just a cover up.
Well, I don't understand why, and I really don't care. But it's 2023. He can live with whoever he wants. Who cares?
Absolutely. But I wish he'd be true to himself and live with a guy instead of faking it with a woman.
Well, I don't, that part I don't know. I have no clue. And
They're not involved.
I
they
I have
they cohabitate with each other.
I I, I have no clue because as I told you, I heard something, but I don't know.
So B, it's good to have you. Thanks for coming back. But do you have to wait a certain time before you start doing side number two, or is that? I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I have heard from. I'm the youngest of nine, and I had five sisters, and a couple of them dyed their hair. So I do know that like your hair can burn a bit. So I don't know if you have to take a break before you do the other half, or if you can jump right into it and keep going. So, man, good job for doing halfway. So, okay, what about Murdochs? What do you what else you want to talk about the Murdochs on Liza?
Well, it's Tuesday. We have what, three, four, Wednesday. Oh my God, I don't even count now. Wednesday right now.
Wow, she does one side right now.
Yeah,
So,
that's the right way to do it because if you do the your complete head, you cannot control it that well.
I see. Did you just do half purple for you right now?
I part in four,
Oh, okay. Cool.
and it takes forever. But and the day before I put a lot of coconut oil. I had been put coconut oil for days because I was working on other stuff. And then my
Oh,
hair is. That's when I tell you if you look at me, I will be a mess.
yeah.
Yeah. Later tonight, I will fix it nice. But it because yes,
Damn.
when we dye our hair, it takes a beating.
I bet. So B Survivor said, I'm just doing one side right now. LOL. I only have one hand to work with. I do 30 minutes and rinse out. And then she says the timing would be way off if I did my whole head. LOL.
Hmm.
Golly. This is a science that I will never understand. So Liza, I know I asked you earlier about like when is the final day, and I think I heard I heard a couple people say what you said. They said, well, it could be Friday, but then I heard everybody say, except President's Day took a day away. So if it's only 4 days, like I think as soon as they open up next week for one day, they're going to have a second and a third and a like it goes forever. Why didn't like do you think they could actually just add one day next week and be done on Monday?
No, the defense has to know they have they have no other choice but close on Friday
Close on Friday. Man, let's hope.
because we have no clue how much the jury will take. It is exactly. It's exhausting.
And I think she's talking about her hair, but I think the trial is exhausting too.
Well, both things because I'm exhausted with mine too.
Now, can a jury really take like how long before they say hung jury? Like, can they literally take 2 weeks to decide?
Yeah, and they can say Hungary, and I think depends on the state, but in certain states the judge can send them back 3 times. Oops. Oops.
Now,
Oops.
for a hung jury, that's just one opposing vote, right? Like if they get one opposing vote, they can't send them back, right? They would be done, right? Right?
Actually, South Carolina, I have no clue because we cannot we because they go first, and we cannot. We
Right.
are not in an agreement. Okay, go back. What you don't need, what you don't need, blah 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 blah. To declare a hung jury, I don't know how many strikes from the judge, and this judge, I have. And there's people that I heard that are betting that it will be a hung jury.
I'm leaning in that direction, but I don't. I mean, I know 20% that you know. I just don't know much.
I'm I will risk it for acquittal.
Which is worse, right? I mean, I guess they both suck, but an acquittal, they cannot recharge them, right? But a hung jury, they can recharge them, right?
Yeah. But if he
Golly,
has, I mean, prove the case. It. I think that in a way, what I'm seeing in this case, I don't know how Idaho will deal
right?
with it,
Hmm.
but cell towers, iPhones, um,
Right.
all this technology gives you circumstantial evidence. It doesn't give you who did it.
Oh man.
I mean, the same thing with Idaho.
Right.
The
Oh yeah, yeah. Same thing.
the car was here, the car was there, but the cell tower have the phone here, but the car was not there, and the phone was not there, but the cell tower has it. Yeah, really? How again? Tell
Right.
me. We have there's not enough. I think that in a way, in the in Middle America, when it's maybe in New York,
Right.
it's okay because they have a cell tower every 5 buildings.
Right.
It's better, but in the middle of nowhere, it's not very good.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
That's no good.
yeah, it's not very good. And the other thing is, people are like, no, it's not very good. What we have with Brian, we have DNA, touch DNA,
Right.
and touch DNA is the weakest of all DNAs that one can have.
Ah. So, B Survivor, I'm sorry I didn't mention it, 20 minutes ago, but if you're like completely done, I mean, regardless of what you're doing in your life right now, if you wanted to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to come up on panel. So, yeah, if you are done and you're taking a long break and you want to come up or whatever you're doing, just let me know that yes, you'd like to come up, and then I can send you the link. Huh.
I need 2 seconds to get a phone call. Oh my god! And I need.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, Liza needs a little break there. And so I didn't really, what I did with okay, so I don't know if you're here, B Survivor, or whoever else is here. Sifa probably took off for I got about 10 more minutes till rinse. Okay, cool. So good luck with all that. So so the closest I got, I don't know what you've heard, B and Sifa and stuff, but I was trying to I'm trying to so I was trying, this is the closest I've gotten so far with my test, which is not very close. But I let me look at Liza. Okay, so the microphone's still off. So just Liza, whenever you come back, just you can activate your microphone and you can clear your throat, or you can say excuse me or whatever you want to do and come on back anytime you want. So so I really thought I was humming great on this Zoom thing, but it's gotten derailed. So I'm I kind of have given up on my testing. But okay, let me go through I'm going to start at the other end for my tabs because I never get through to the end. So I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to miss Liza and stuff, but so I'm going to go to the other end. So I have my YouTube TV is, I don't get that. So I'm sharing that. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm sharing Zoom. I'm sharing Zoom there, which is a tab. It's its own tab. But backstage, yeah, that's weird. The YouTube TV is scattered or scrambled or whatever it is. So that's still there. I got the NASCAR yearly schedule for the whole season because I wanted to check out different start zones and stuff. And that Zoom, which I had it on, anyway, when I started this stream, Zoom was on the camera and the microphone, and I started StreamYard, and it said, we're sorry, you need to get another, you need to activate the microphone and camera, so you need to close something. And they said it's probably Zoom and blah, blah, blah. And I knew what it was. And they said, and then you can refresh. So I closed it, or I transferred, I forget what it's called. I talked about it multiple times on this stream already, but transfer, that I don't know if that's the right word, but I had Zoom on my laptop and my iPhone and my iPad, and I didn't know how to do it. I was trying to do one meeting and then have all three of them on it, but I couldn't, and there's echoes and stuff. So it had this switch, or maybe switch is it. So I pulled it off of here and put it onto my iPad, which is still open. That is still Zoom. That is still Zoom, and I can show it right at my TV to show my TV, but I can't. Anyway, I haven't figured out the rest of the part of sharing that. So anyway, I was saying something about that. So anyway, so yeah, after I switched, or I think that's the word I just used, but I switched off of it, and then it showed me, it said, now you can, refresh for StreamYards, and then I set up, and then I went live on StreamYards. But this is the closest I got, is this Zoom, and that's, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but it's right under the Zoom there. I'm going back and forth under Zoom. Blah, 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 blah. So, okay, yeah, let's go back there. Athletic, I did cancel Athletic. I got 7 days free. I think tomorrow is my 7th day, which I always forget, but I canceled. I'm glad I canceled. And then J-Ski, which is cool. I'm going to go check something out. The entry list is weird. Yeah, that is so weird looking. I don't get that. So present, maybe I'll share the yeah, that's the that's this week, or this is one version of this week's entry list, but I don't like the format at all. It's a weird format. I did print it up. I have to print everything up, but I wish it was the normal. I hate change, but it's also not efficient. It's too wide. It's not tall enough, that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's the and generally, Sunday was 42 cars going for 40 positions. This is, let me go back to it. This is, what do we got? 36 cars. So everybody will be in the race. All 36 will be in the race. No one will go home. And there's 36 charters, but that's a whole different, I'll get the charters someday. I probably won't explain it today. So let me see if there's something else. I'm still off screen. Sorry, I'm going to go to NASCAR and NASCAR on TV. Okay. So let's go here. So I'll remove that. I'll stop that stream. I'll present. I'll share screen. I'll share screen. And TV schedule. So these are highly possible the streams that I will be doing. So let me make that full screen layout. And you know, NASCAR on TV, which is pretty cool. I'll try to print it up every week. And when I'm not hating on NASCAR, I print it up every week. And, you know, there's events Monday, you know, all 7 days, Monday through Sunday. But most of them is like this nightly TV show that summarizes stuff and stuff. So I think I, on the fly, very quickly, which I don't like to do, but let me go off screen to look at it closer. So anyway, yeah, these are the 4 events that I will probably be streaming during. I probably won't show the race unless I can figure out Zoom. But if y'all might be able to see, Saturday, February 25th, noon is Xfinity practice and qualifying. So that's the first event. It's like I said, the format's different, and you know, I don't totally know it for this year. Practice and qualifying is usually 2 different events. It might be, I don't know how it goes, but that's at noon for the Xfinity Series. That's the second series. And then at 2 p.m. is practice and qualifying for the Cup Series. So I'm going to do noon and then 2. That might be the same stream, but I, you know, cover both. And then at 4 p.m. is race day, which is the TV show I'm talking about that summarizes stuff. So 4 p.m. might be race day. I might do something with that. 5 p.m. is the race, the Xfinity race. And that's when it starts on TV. So it's really probably 5:37 instead of 5 o'clock. So that'll start at about 5:37 or something thereabouts. I'm just guessing. I don't know when it will be. And that's probably a 2.5, 3 hour race. And then on Sunday, which is the main race, you know, it has, you know, 2 p.m. is race day, 2:30 is race day, 3:30 is the Cup race. Again, that's when the TV starts at 3:30. That's probably 4:14 or 4:17. So that's the 4 events. I don't know if y'all can see that. So anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna, I was gonna try to schedule those just so I can try to get into a format. So yeah, that's noon and 2 will probably be together, and then the 4 and 5 might be different. I guess that could be all one big long day. But let's see. So noon, 2, 4, 5. Anyway. And then Sunday is, you know, 2, 2:30, 3:30. So so that schedule, gosh darn it, I don't get all that stuff. So let's see here. So present, share screen, share screen. This is NASCAR's 2023. It's the 2023 NASCAR National Series schedules, and it's the top 3 series. These are the top 3. So NASCAR Cup Series on the left, the white, black, white and black with black and white background. And in the middle is Xfinity white with a black background. And in the Craftsman Truck Series is white with red and black background. So those are the 3 top series: NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. These are the top 3. So as you can tell over in the Cup, that's where, I'm going to mostly be focusing with adding the other stuff into it. But the Clash at the Coliseum, that was that first thing we tried to do. That was February 5th. That's done. The Duel at the Daytona was February 16th. And then if you flip over to the Craftsman, the third column, the truck race was February 17th. The Xfinity, the middle column, was February 18th. And then the Daytona 500 was February 19th. So those are all done. And then the next thing is Auto Club 25th and 26th. And then the next week after that, it's all 3 series, as you can tell. The Las Vegas is March 3rd, March 4th, March 5th. So it's Truck on the 3rd, Xfinity on the 4th, and Cup on the 5th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the most common format when you have all 3. But anyway, that's just kind of how it works. Oh, golly. I am feeling tired and overwhelmed. And, oh, golly. I wish this thing had worked. So where else did I go? Let's see here. So J-Ski, Nightbot won't come up. There's Nightbot. That's my streams. Sorry, I'm off screen. There I am back on screen. Okay, so 2 people. I think one just added. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. I don't really want to do that because Liza's still in the panel, but she's doing stuff, which is fine. It's fine. It's completely fine that everybody has to do stuff. Always, that's fine with me. And then B Survivor, came and went, and she's, working on her hair and stuff, which I applaud her. Thank you for doing that. And Sifa came by and, probably took off for a while. So, maybe I'll just go through all the tabs again just to see if I can do anything with the testing for Zoom. I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to figure out a second monitor or a second device. I have 3 devices, or I guess I have more devices, but I guess I need to find another device to figure out how to do this Zoom thing. So yeah, let me go through all that stuff, and then I'll, close then I'll start closing everything. So sorry about that, Liza and B, but I might do it before y'all get back. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go through this. Okay, so there's YouTube, and that's also the YouTube Live. Let me do all YouTube. See what that comes up with. So Melissa Jade, Tyler Feller, Sleuth Mom, NASCAR. Sleep with Rain and Thunder. I like that. And then Twitter. Got one notification, which I always have that. That's always on. It never clears. And then YouTube Studio. Hopefully I'll figure out how to get rid of that and stuff. And here I'm back on StreamYards. Nothing yet from Liza and stuff. And B, which is fine. I'm just trying to warn you and stuff because I'm going to probably close everything. And so I have Yahoo Mail, which is my AT&T account, and YouTube. I guess this is channel, YouTube channel, which there's also YouTube Studio, which I'm kind of confused. Nightbot, I guess someday I'd like to get back to those and start editing them and updating them and stuff. My ATT, no, I'm sorry, JSki. JSki.com is where I get all my NASCAR information. It's invaluable. The Athletic, I guess I'm going to remove that from my startup because I canceled the thing. Zoom, hopefully I'll figure that out. 2023 NASCAR National Series schedules, hopefully I'll figure that out. YouTube TV is still scrambled. NASCAR.com with the NASCAR and TV stuff. So B Survivor says, I got about 10 more minutes till rinse, and that was at 8:28. So 8:38 is probably when she began rinsing, which is 8 minutes ago. So anyway, she's probably in the middle of rinsing. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to stop here. Sorry about stopping before y'all returned. I'm going to stop here. Sorry about stopping before y'all returned. Uh-oh, I'm here. Hey. I don't, like I said, please, do what you need. I think I'm just I think I'm just petering out. I get restless a lot. I get restless. I get so inspired about what I'm going to do, and I'm going to, schedule the 4 StreamYards, and then as soon as I log off, I eat and do other private chat. Sorry. Never looked. I need time. Long phone call. No problem. No problem. I may sign off. Okay, so that's so let's see here. Remove that. Stop screen. Hide. So yeah, so anyway, I don't, it's my head's racing. My head's racing. I don't know what to do with StreamYards. $49 is too much. I've paid for it now for 3 or 4 months. I kind of forced it into the budget. Now that it's been 2 or 3 or 4 months, it's in the budget. So I could, but I'm eating less, and it definitely took funding from other situations. So I'm trying to get the entire year, as y'all can tell from the co-sponsoring for my 468 for professional. The basic plan, which is $29 a month if you pay per month, and $240, I think, if you pay for the year. So if I did, I'm sorry, what happened? Let's go back to private chat. What's going on here? I guess I typed all that and then it didn't go. I guess I didn't send that. I typed that at like 3 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Oh no, I wrote that a lot more than 3 minutes ago. I'm going to stop here. Sorry about stopping before y'all return. See you around. But anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to I just require so much energy. I require so much motivation. I require so much. Anyway, I don't mean to be sitting here bitching and complaining, but that's what I'm doing. So, okay. So NASCAR, let's get rid of that. No, okay. Now it's not jacked up. Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast. And as I usually do, I'm gonna try to thank the 6 streams, and then I hit end broadcast twice, but the comments keep going because I check out the 6 streams, and I go over to their websites to see what I can do, and how to interact with all that and stuff. So that's what I'll do. I'll say goodbye to the 6. So anyway, thank you for all the streamers that all the I live stream on StreamYards, and I'm on the professional plan, so I can send it to up to 8 platforms or destinations, and I send it to 6. So I just wanted to thank all those. So thank you to Facebook profile. Thank you to Facebook page. Thank you for LinkedIn profile. Thank you to YouTube with no descriptor. Thank you to Twitch with no descriptor, and thank you to Twitter with no descriptor. And but thank you all of y'all. And whenever I make a comment, it shows me who I can make comments to. Okay, are you later, Joe? Let me know how it goes. I'll let you. Oh, you'll let me know. Yes, I'd love to hear about the hair. Okay, are you on later? I think yeah. Are you okay? 8:52. I think I'm done for the day, but I would love to. And this is Tuesday. Like for me, Saturday is so far in the future. I can't even. Anyway, I hope I can start scheduling these things, even though it's so freaking far in the future. To me, Saturday is I can't even fathom Saturday. I can't even say, oh wow, hey, why don't we do a get together? Hey, why don't we go out to coffee on Saturday at 4:00? I can't piece that together. Saturday is too far from now. So, and I don't socialize with people. I was just using that as an example. But so I wouldn't mind me stopping, looking more into the Zoom stuff, looking, eating dinner, and then trying to schedule. I want to schedule my 5 things, my media, my motorsports events. I want to schedule the 5 of them, which some were close, so they might be merged into 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So anyway, so thank you for those 6 streams. Thank you for Liza for being on Foxy and the Boxy, Brittany's upcoming stream. So let me see. So private chat. Okay, no problem. I may sign off. And so, okay, are you on later, Joe? I don't think so. I think that's what you're asking. I'll let you know how it goes. Yes, definitely. So you probably Foxy and the Boxy. Brittany. Oh my golly, I get so many notifications. See you later. Thank you for being here. And did you hear me? I think you might have stepped away when I was asking if I wish I asked. Oh yeah. We did address whether you wanted to come up on panel because you had to wait 10 minutes and then do rinse or something. But anyway, always let me know if you want to come up on panel because I'm rusty. We've stopped doing panels for a few days and weeks and months now. So I'd love to get back into that. But like I said, I think it has a lot to do with my consistency. So if I make these 5 scheduled events between now and Sunday, then I can start trying to get a little more consistent with what we try to do. There'll be different time zones, which might be good, so I'm not, competing with Brittany and Valerie and Alex and, all those beautiful people. And for the last two, I really mean those beautiful people. But anyway, okay. I'm yammering. Oh, okay. No problem. No problem. You don't have to apologize. I'm apologizing because I never want to shut down while people are away, especially when people say, hey, I'll be right back. Or, and no one said they're going to be right back. But I just feel bad about that stuff. Not you. I mean, people have to do stuff. So, yeah, I'm not, no need to, so, okay. No need to apologize. And we keep saying that to each other, but we both apologize a lot. Okay. So I'm going to end broadcast. I hit the button twice. Comments will stay open because I'm going to go through the 6 streams and try to see, I'm trying to learn more. I still don't know what to do with all that information, but I'm trying to figure out how to track those and see which ones, if I do downgrade to the basic, which 3 of the 6 do I want to choose? I want to choose the 3 that are most productive for me, monetarily, or, it's not all monetary initially. So I have to, there's got to be some other value to it to pick 3 of the 6 instead of do the professional where I can choose up to 8. So I can do all 6 all the time, every time. So anyway, okay. So end broadcast in 3, 2, 1. Okay, B Survivor. Okay, Eliza, thank you very much. I'm going to just leave all y'all there. I'm going to just end the broadcast while you're still in my panel. So end broadcast in 3, 2, 1.